Have you ever opened your closet and thought, I just don't feel like my clothes reflect who I am anymore? It's a feeling many women over 50 experience. Our style, our skin, and even our preferences have evolved over the years, but our wardrobes haven't always kept up. As we age, certain colors that once looked great might not give us that same fresh and vibrant feel. Maybe you've noticed that your favorite black dress isn't as flattering as it used to be, or that the pastel shirt you loved no longer brings out your best features. Today, we're going to talk about something that can make a big difference in how you feel and look: color. I know it might sound a bit simple, but the right colors can completely change the way you appear. They can highlight your natural beauty and make you look even more radiant. On the flip side, some colors, while beautiful, can do the opposite. They can drain your complexion or make you look tired or older than you are. So in this video, we'll talk about 10 colors that might not flatter women over 50, and most importantly, what to wear instead. It's all about choosing shades that work with your skin tone and bring out the best in you, so let's get started. First up, black. Black has always been a go-to color for many women, especially when it comes to dressing for a special occasion. It's sleek, it's slimming, and it's easy to style. But here's the catch. Black can actually be a bit harsh as we get older. For women over 50, especially those with fair or light skin, black can wash you out. Instead of looking sophisticated, it can leave you looking drained, and sometimes even a little tired. I know, it's tough, because we've all been told that black is timeless, right? But when it comes to colors that make you glow, black doesn't always do the trick. So, what should you wear instead? Try navy or a deep charcoal gray. These colors are just as elegant and versatile as black, but are softer on the skin. Navy, in particular, brings out the warmth in your complexion without being overwhelming, and it's especially flattering if you have gray or silver hair. Think of it as black's chic, more flattering cousin. Deep jewel tones, like emerald green or rich burgundy, also work wonders to bring warmth to your face and make your eyes pop. They give that same sense of sophistication, but without the harshness of black. Now let's talk about pastels. Many of us love pastels. Soft pinks, light blues, mint greens. They're gentle and pretty, and they give off a fresh, youthful vibe. But as we age, these colors can actually make us look a little washed out, especially if our skin has lost some of its natural glow. Pastels, while lovely, often lack the warmth and vibrancy that we need to enhance our complexion after 50. If you have lighter skin, you might notice that these colors make your skin look dull, rather than giving you that fresh, radiant appearance you're looking for. So, what's a better choice? Instead of pastels, opt for warmer, more vibrant hues. Coral is a fantastic alternative. It's lively, fresh, and flattering on just about everyone. You'll notice how it brings a healthy glow to your skin and adds that warmth that pastels often lack. Another great option is teal or a rich sunflower yellow. Both of these shades have a brightness to them that pastels simply can't match. They'll keep you looking youthful and energetic while still feeling comfortable and true to your style. Let's move on to a color that's often seen as a fashion statement, but may not be as flattering as we think: neon colors. I'm talking about the bright neon pinks, yellows, and greens that can be fun in small doses. But when worn in large areas, they can actually do more harm than good. Neons are loud. They draw attention, but not necessarily in the way we want. Instead of emphasizing your best features, they can overwhelm your face and draw attention away from what matters. They can also highlight fine lines and skin imperfections, which is probably the last thing we want. Instead of neon, go for bold colors that still make a statement, but are a little more refined. Rich cranberry or royal blue are perfect for adding color and life to your wardrobe. These shades have a depth to them that's both eye-catching and elegant. Plus, they're versatile enough to work in both casual and dressy settings, making them great additions to your wardrobe. All right, we've covered some of the don't wear colors: black, pastels, and neon. But don't worry, we're not just leaving you with what not to wear. The goal is to show you that there are plenty of stunning alternatives that will work wonders for your skin tone and make you feel fabulous. Now that we've touched on the first few colors to avoid, let's move on to some others that can be tricky after 50. Stick with me, because we're just getting started on how to pick colors that flatter your beautiful, timeless self. And trust me, the best. Let's continue with our journey of discovering colors that may not be the best choice after 50, and what to wear instead. If you've been following along so far, you know how some colors can unintentionally take away from your natural beauty. We've already covered black, pastels, and neon, and I promise, the next few colors you might find surprising. But don't worry. Every change is an opportunity to discover new shades that can truly elevate your style. So, let's move on to a color that many of us have in our closets: beige and tan. It's often touted as a neutral, something easy to pair with everything. But when it comes to women over 50, beige and tan can be tricky. These shades can easily wash you out, particularly if your skin has started to lose some of its warmth or vibrancy. What's more, they can sometimes make you look older than you are, because they lack the depth and richness that can really bring your complexion to life. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but beige is so classic, and you're right, it is. But instead of beige, try out richer neutrals like soft camel or a warm taupe. These shades still have that neutral elegance, but they're much kinder to your skin tone. They bring a bit more warmth to your complexion, especially if you have olive or medium-toned skin. Plus, these colors are easy to pair with almost anything, and they give off a sophisticated, timeless vibe without draining your natural glow. Next up is a color that can feel light and airy, but is often more trouble than it's worth: white. White has always been a symbol of freshness, cleanliness, and simplicity. But as we age, it can be surprisingly harsh against our skin, especially if our skin tone has changed over the years. White can create a stark contrast, which may make you look more washed out than you'd like. And if you're someone who's dealing with a few more lines or a slightly uneven complexion, white can highlight those things rather than soften them. So what should you wear instead? Off-white shades like cream or ivory are far more flattering and versatile. These colors are soft and warm, offering the same sense of freshness without the sharp contrast that pure white can create. Cream also has the magical ability to highlight your natural beauty and give you that youthful glow. It's a great alternative for blouses, sweaters, or even dresses. And if you still want to wear white for a crisp look, opt for white with a hint of warmth, like a warm, soft white or off-white, rather than stark white. Now let's talk about a color that's often seen in fashion, but can be a little tricky once we hit our 50s: gray. Gray is a neutral that a lot of us turn to when we want something a bit more subtle. But here's the problem. It can often make us look a little dull, especially if your skin tone is on the paler side. Gray can drain color from your face, making you look tired or washed out. It's not that gray is inherently bad. It's just that it doesn't always bring the best out in us as we age. If you like gray, no need to panic. There are ways to make it work. Instead of a soft or light gray, try a deeper charcoal or slate gray. These shades of gray are much more flattering and won't make you look as washed out. You can also pair these deeper shades with bolder accessories or bright accents to bring more life into your outfit. Gray still has its place in a wardrobe, but just be mindful of the shade you choose. And finally, let's talk about something that might be a bit of a surprise. Camo. Yes, camouflage prints. While they're trendy and fun, they can be tricky for women over 50. The muted greens and browns in camouflage can clash with your skin, especially if you have more delicate or lighter skin tones. Camo can also make you look like you're trying too hard to stay youthful or edgy, when what we really want is a look that exudes confidence and elegance. Instead of camo, consider earthy tones like olive green or rich browns, which have the same rugged outdoor vibe but are far more flattering. Olive green, in particular, is a great choice because it's both warm and deep, and it complements a variety of skin tones. You can also try muted florals or abstract prints that offer a similar bold statement without the harshness of camo. We've covered a lot of ground so far: black, pastels, neon, beige, white, gray, and camo. I know it might seem like we're eliminating a lot of popular colors from the wardrobe, but remember, it's not about banning these colors altogether. It's about finding the right shades that make you look and feel your best. Every woman is unique, and what works for one person may not work for another. So don't be afraid to experiment with these alternatives and see what feels right for you. Now that we've covered these colors, you may already be feeling inspired to update your wardrobe and experiment with some new hues. Stick with me though. There's more to come. Let's talk about a few more colors that might not be the most flattering after 50, and how to adjust your wardrobe to really shine. Keep going. We're almost there. We've covered a lot of colors that can sometimes work against you as you age, but now let's talk about the last few tricky shades and what you can wear instead to keep looking vibrant, youthful, and full of confidence. One color that often gets overlooked is yellow. It's a bright, sunny shade that can instantly lift your mood. But for many women over 50, yellow can be a bit of a challenge. If you have cooler undertones or a more neutral complexion, yellow tends to clash with your natural coloring, making your skin look sallow or tired. Instead of adding a cheerful glow to your look, yellow can often make you look washed out and drained. But don't fret. There are other warm, radiant hues that can give you that same cheerful vibe without the drawbacks. Instead of yellow, try mustard or gold. These richer, deeper shades of yellow work well with a wide variety of skin tones, especially as we get older. Mustard, in particular, is a beautiful warm color that can add richness to your wardrobe while complementing your complexion. Gold tones, too, are elegant and bring out the warmth in your skin, adding a touch of luxury to any outfit. Now let's talk about a color that might be a little surprising to some: brown. Brown is a neutral that we often think of as earthy and cozy, but it can be tricky for women over 50. Brown, particularly in its lighter shades, can sometimes make us look drab or, dare I say it, older. It doesn't always bring out the best in our skin, and if you're someone who already feels like you need more warmth and vibrancy, brown can be a little too dull. So what should you reach for instead? Try rich, warm tones like cinnamon, rust, or terracotta. These shades still have that earthy, grounded feeling, but with a bit more life and energy. They're flattering, lively, and can add depth to your wardrobe without draining your complexion. These tones work especially well when paired with some of the other colors we've talked about, like navy or jewel tones, for a well-rounded, flattering look. Finally, let's talk about shiny fabrics. Now, this is a little different from a specific color, but it's an important consideration when choosing what to wear. Shiny fabrics like satin or polyester might seem like they add a little extra glam to your outfit, but they can be tricky for women over 50. The light reflection from these materials tends to highlight areas you may not want to draw attention to, like wrinkles, fine lines, or other skin imperfections. As much as we love that high-shine, glamorous look, it can often be more of a distraction than a compliment to our natural beauty. Instead, try fabrics with a matte finish, or ones that have a bit of texture, like cotton, linen, or wool. These materials still look elegant and stylish, but don't draw attention to your skin's natural changes in the way that shiny fabrics sometimes do. Plus, they tend to be more comfortable and breathable, especially in warmer months. These fabrics can create a more flattering silhouette while still keeping you feeling chic and sophisticated. Now that we've gone over these 10 colors and their more flattering alternatives, I want to remind you that fashion isn't about strict rules. It's about what makes you feel good. What's most important is that you wear colors that make you feel confident and beautiful in your skin. These suggestions aren't meant to tell you that certain colors are bad for you. They're simply meant to show you what might work better based on the natural changes that come with age. The key to finding the right colors is experimenting and finding shades that highlight your natural beauty and make you feel like the best version of yourself. So, if you love a color that we've talked about here, go ahead and wear it. But maybe consider a different shade or fabric to complement it. Don't be afraid to try something new. Remember, small changes can make a huge difference in how you look and feel. Updating your wardrobe with colors that flatter you can be a fun way to express yourself and enhance your confidence. Whether you're shopping for a special occasion or simply refreshing your day-to-day outfits, choosing colors that bring out the best in you is a wonderful way to feel great in your own skin. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Do you have a favorite color that you've found doesn't work for you anymore? Or have you recently discovered a new hue that you just adore? Share your experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear what's working for you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips on living your best life at any age. Here's to embracing your beautiful, unique self and rocking whatever colors make you feel fabulous. Take care, and remember, age is just a number, and you're never too old to shine. We've covered quite a bit so far, and I hope you're feeling inspired and ready to make some exciting updates to your wardrobe. You now have a better idea of which colors to avoid, and more importantly, what to wear instead to feel your absolute best. But before we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on the bigger picture. Fashion isn't just about trends. It's about feeling good in your own skin and embracing the beauty that comes with age. As we get older, our skin tone, hair color, and overall vibe naturally change. But that doesn't mean we have to settle for dull or uninspiring colors. Instead, it's an opportunity to discover new shades that truly highlight our unique beauty and make us feel vibrant and alive. The good news is that, even though some colors might not work as well after 50, there are so many incredible alternatives out there. It's all about experimenting with rich, flattering hues that work with your natural features. Whether it's deeper jewel tones, warm earth tones, or softer, warmer neutrals. The key is to embrace what works for you, because fashion is about expressing yourself and wearing what makes you feel comfortable, confident, and happy. And remember, you don't have to go out and overhaul your entire wardrobe all at once. Start small by swapping out a few key pieces and see how those colors make you feel. Maybe it's replacing that black dress with a navy one, or trying a rich mustard top instead of yellow. Start with a few colors that you feel might work for you, and slowly build a collection of pieces that you truly love. One thing that often gets overlooked as we age is the importance of playing with color in accessories. If you're not quite ready to switch up your entire wardrobe, you can still embrace new colors through scarves, jewelry, shoes, or even handbags. Accessories are a great way to experiment with colors without making a big commitment, and they can make all the difference in refreshing your look. A vibrant scarf or a bold necklace can bring life to a neutral outfit and give you that pop of color you're craving. It's also important to remember that style is personal. What works for one person may not work for another, and that's okay. Your sense of style is a reflection of your personality, your lifestyle, and your confidence. Never forget that what makes you feel beautiful is the key to looking beautiful. So don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone every once in a while and try something new. You might just surprise yourself with how great you feel when you wear a color that you didn't think was your color. And as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. Fashion, like life, is about evolution. As we age, we have the power to reinvent ourselves, to try new things, and to embrace the changes that come our way. So why not embrace a wardrobe that reflects that evolution? Wearing colors that flatter you isn't just about looking good. It's about celebrating the vibrant, confident, beautiful person you are, no matter your age. If you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more tips and advice on living your best life, inside and out. I'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Have you found that certain colors don't work for you anymore? Or maybe you've discovered a new color that makes you feel amazing. Let's keep the conversation going, because we're all in this journey together. Here's to embracing your best self at any age and rocking your wardrobe with confidence. Age is just a number, and you're never too old to experiment with style, color, and the things that make you shine. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.